My 6-year-old daughter cowered when I tried to high-five her, and my son started texting his mom every hour during visits. Then I discovered my best friend of 15 years was sleeping at my ex-wife's house, while her sorority sister therapist coached my kids to practice, telling a judge I touched them in bad places. I opened the door excited to take my kids in for the weekend, and my 6-year-old cowered when I went to high-five her. She didn't flinch, she didn't step away, she covered their head and ducked. My eyes went wide. I tried excusing it as a weird prank, until my 7-year-old son spent that whole weekend sitting just out of arm's reach from me. My ex-wife, their mother, played it off as a joke when I told her. They're just messing with you. You know how our kids get. But that wasn't it. My daughter wouldn't even unpack her toys. My son texted their mom every hour, just checking in. We're okay. When I tucked them into bed, they'd lie rigid until I left the room. One morning, I woke up to them standing by the door packed. Mom says we need to be back by noon. It was only 7 a.m. The next time they came over, they wouldn't even call me dad. Just used my name. Something was seriously wrong. The following Tuesday, I tried to make conversation and asked about their piano lessons. That's when my son looked at me with genuine confusion. Huh? Piano? We don't take crack. My daughter interrupted him with a subtle elbow to his ribs. He instantly changed his act. Oh yeah, piano. I like piano. It was good. I called my ex that night. Jake seemed confused when I asked about piano today. What? They're tired. She cut me off. Stop being so paranoid. They're growing. Just give them space. She hung up without letting me respond. I was definitely suspicious by that point. So suspicious that I actually called their piano teacher. My ex-wife told me they had been supposedly taking lessons for 10 weeks, and my kids had even told me all about the progress they were making. But when their teacher answered, she told me that there were no kids in her class with those names. My jaw dropped. I started investigating more, and that's when something happened that didn't seem all that relevant then, but sure as hell is now. I called my best friend Mike to see if he could pick up my kids early. It was my day to see them, but I was running late at a work meeting. Well, he gave me this long pause on the phone. Maybe it's best if their mom keeps them today, he finally said. You know, with how they've been acting and all. Again, I didn't think much. Just kept investigating, trying to find something that seemed shady. I called the school to confirm pickup times to make sure my ex picked them up on time. I checked the family calendar app we still shared. I even considered secretly planting audio recorders in my kids' bags, but then I found it. A charge on our old safety net joint account we hadn't used for years, even before we divorced. The charge was for Children's Therapy Associates. It came out every Tuesday for 10 weeks. What's most shocking is that as their father with joint legal custody, I had to be notified about any medical treatment, including therapy. I had to sign consent forms, but I never did. I'd never heard of this place. Remember my best friend Mike? The one I said wasn't relevant. Well, he came over to watch a football game. I mentioned it to him, asked for his advice on how I should proceed, but Mike didn't even look up from his beer. Instead, he instantly took her side. Maybe she just forgot to tell you. I wouldn't make it a big thing. If you call, you'll end up looking like the crazy ex-husband. But I called the therapy office anyway. The receptionist was friendly and chatty. Oh yes, every Tuesday at 4 p.m., Dr. Sarah is wonderful with them. I asked some questions about Dr. Sarah, and I managed to get the receptionist to mention that my ex-wife was in the same sorority as Dr. Sarah. That was all I needed to know. I hung up and immediately looked up this Dr. Sarah online. I found her professional page first. Child psychologist specializing in recovered memory therapy and custody evaluation. Then I found her personal social media. There she was at my ex-wife's birthday party 2 months ago. I scrolled through more photos. There was another one from some barbecue, and in the background, with his arm draped around my ex-wife's shoulders, was Mike, my best friend, Mike. My chest felt tight. I kept scrolling. Mike at my daughter's dance recital that I wasn't even told about. Mike at Easter dinner at my ex's house. Mike at a family pool day. The photos went back months, right around when my kids started acting strange. That weekend